Hello and welcome to another episode of the Grandest Adventure. It is the 26th day of April in the year 2022. Welcome. I had a really difficult time getting that out. Let's just jump into the recap. I know he has a really detailed, long notes for us, so I'll give him the floor.
Okay, if anyone wants to input other things in here, feel free to, but I'm going to go over the gist of it.
I have just one point to make.
Okay.
I would like to put a motion to the floor to start using like a captain's log date intro. I think that'd be cool. Like
Start date, whatever
captain's
today's
log
date is
start
in game.
date April 26th in
Uh,
the year.
I will
Please
second
in-game
that,
date.
but with an amendment. And the
That's
amendment,
fine.
and the amendment being that we will do a trial of each of the members to see who does the best intro. So, like Garrett, you'll do it next week. Ryan will do it the week after. Zeke will do it the week after that.
Ooh,
And then I'll take the best elements from all of yours and make our penultimate.
Yep, I second this amendment.
Okay.
yeah.
Do we have any nays?
And then we can just play an intro at the start instead of going over this
Exactly. Do we have any nays?
theme song.
All right, cool. It passes.
Background music.
All right, I've got a theme song. I want to be the very best. I'm done.
Hold on. I have an idea. I got some drums. Do 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 do. Can add right to there. And
like no one ever was.
Oh, I think we got a song cooking.
I turned my hat backwards.
It's original.
Yeah.
All right, so last episode we were working towards completing the 3 rituals needed to move on through let's just say the temple we were in. Our buddy Merrick kind of figured out a way to make this a lot easier for us by creating a giant wall that just blocked off the entire army from being able to get to us. As we went forward, there was some discussions about not using the wall to try to take care of the enemy behind us in case there wasn't a way out on the other side. But we did end up deciding to go, after some back and forth discussion, ended up going to moving forward with the wall strategy and completed the 3rd ritual, which completing the 3rd ritual made a giant circle on the wall start to move around and form into the shape of the Seal of the Six and light up. And as that circle kept forming, it started to fall away and suck the 5 of us in, 6, including 1 Amphion that got sucked in with us. And after we got sucked in, we started to fall a long way as we saw this giant structure as we were falling. And I believe we actually ended while we were falling. There's really not much detail from last episode. If somebody has some specific stuff they want to throw in there, that's really the gist of it. Because there was a lot of back and forth discussion. But I figured from there, maybe we could just go back to, I think you did a little bit of a description of this room. And I'd like to start off with you re-describing what you did.
What I had for the room was that it's a very, very large chamber with a big purple crystal in the center and 3 chains coming off of it, and that crystal is surrounded by stuff, and it's the World Stone.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you a little more detail. There's water down there. Lots of dark water. You can't really see through it too much, see too deep into it. You do notice there are some floating platforms that look like they have kind of mossy. So you think that maybe they would be secure enough to hold weight. The big, large purple crystal. It's more crystal like towards the top, and the part that's where it's like about in the water that's almost like kind of like faded into rock. You see there are occasionally some sparks coming off of the crystal near where the chains go into it, and there are these bright, vivid purple sparks. Can all of you?
So are we still in the part of falling right now?
You are falling right
Okay.
now. You're falling, all of you. You also see on the from all of the other corners of the chamber, there are also some beings falling.
Have any of you fallen a great distance, like gone skydiving or bungee jumping?
I feel like working in Feral Dune, Torg had to work on the forge hammers quite a bit, and because it was small, sometimes they sent him to high up areas. And yeah, he set a tumbler too. Reflexes ain't as fast when you're older, I think.
Oh my god, I've been on mute for like friggin'
Oh,
I was
boy.
getting. I was trying to get more of the idea. I wasn't asking in character, like your character. I was wondering to feel like maybe an idea of how my character feels. If you guys have ever felt it, like do you ever get that little drop? I've only fallen short distances or got that little drop in something. Like, do I feel
I've-
like do
I've
I feel like I
skydived
got to pee
before.
right now this whole time I'm falling?
Gary said you skydive before?
Yeah.
Dude, that is wild. That is one thing I will just not ever do.
I can't fucking wait to
dude.
skydive.
It's so cool.
Me too. I want to.
If you go, let me know. We should go in a big group. Be cool.
I'd be down.
I'd be up to
There's
get
a
down.
place I went in Saratoga when I went. If that place is still running, we could definitely do that.
But do you have that stomach feeling the whole way you're going down?
No. Like once you reach terminal velocity, like it just kind of levels out. It's like when you're going driving a car and you're going up to 70 really fast, but once you're going 70, it's like you're going 30
Ooh.
constant. You're not accelerating anymore. So it's just
That makes sense. It's the
Okay.
acceleration that gets you.
I'm just trying
Yeah.
to feel how my character feels right now. You know?
like a rush. Like she's like, I don't know. It's
So
it's like driving a race car. Like it's fast. Like it's
so DM, have we reached terminal velocity?
I'm looking up the distance for that right now. No. No, you have not reached terminal velocity.
Damn.
Total velocity is 1,500 feet, roughly.
Oh, we'd be dead.
Well, here, how about this? Yeah, no, and that's
you might just break your legs depending
Yeah.
how you landed.
yeah, I know it. It's it's about 148 miles an hour,
All right, let me.
120
I got a-
miles an hour. So
I got a couple of questions about the room.
sure.
All
Lay
right.
mommy.
Did we land first?
No. You're in the air right now. You're explicitly in the air. That's how I want us to start. I would like Garrett to ask questions.
All right. How close are we to each other?
So you all kind of like shot out of the same tube, if that makes sense. So I'd say within
Like we got pooped out of this tube.
yeah, like boop, 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 like slid out.
This is a big toilet. That's what it looks
Essentially,
like.
yeah. There's you came out like you guys are wet, like you got feels like you kind of got flushed down into it.
So like here, is this moss under this chain? Like what is the angle of this chain?
Oh, that the chain goes over it. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. The chain
But is this chain higher than this? Pulling it down? Like is it
okay.
anchoring it to the
So
ground?
let me give you a little bit of sense of scale here.
And how tall is this? That was my other question.
So the room is about 200 feet in diameter. And it's a little bit taller than it is wide. So it's probably about, I'd say about 250 feet or so up is where you guys ejected out. This
200, you said? 200?
250 is how high it is roughly. That's about the height where you guys came out. Maybe at the peak in the middle, it goes up to 300. But this itself is only about 150 feet out of the water. It is gigantic, and the chains go from pretty much, I'd say, 70% of the way up it down into the water here, into little little platforms in the water, rocks.
Say that last part again.
These are like rocks.
What's the how close are they to the water surface?
Fucking in the water, basically in the water surface, like water. Like if there was a little bit of a wave, it would like lap over it.
This too.
No, this in the middle is the edges are basically touching the water. The center of it is about 150 feet up.
Oh shit.
And the chains
Okay.
go up about 110 or so feet.
Okay.
These are in line with the water. You could tell just like a quick observation. You can see they are floating because they're following the path of the water, whereas these rocks and these rocks here are not floating.
Okay. I have a plan, guys.
Wild to me that you. But go.
Are we ready to start?
I mean, you guys can talk.
I understand the room.
You can ask more questions. You guys could do whatever you'd like.
But by the idea of the chain, so the chain's lower. It looks like they're both
Everyone-
holding it centered and holding it down, based on their location applied to it, right?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah, are they is this whole thing the stone? Or is this are they chained to the stone?
Yeah, so I guess the
You're
actual
asking
question is
are they chained to the stone or are they chained to the crystal? Is what you're asking.
Is the platform rock or something, or is that the stone?
Okay, I see what you're asking. All right, let me maybe do a little freehand, and that'll help. So like this.
And then also, what are the chains connected to? Yes.
So the chain. This is basically think of it like a large stalagmite. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
you might be correct.
I might be correct.
Tight
yeah.
to the ceiling. Tight to the ceiling.
Yeah, it might. Okay, might be jutting out of water. All right.
And it's like a mountain.
Yeah, that's it.
Correct.
Mountain. All right. Cool. So the mountain stalagmite is what this is basically. It goes like pretty steep up. There's a point in the top. The top of it. The top maybe 45% of it. 40% of it is pure fucking crystal, and then it quickly fades into rock. You know how kind of natural crystal formations are, and then where it's near the water, that is all stone, all rock. The chains are going into the part where it's kind of transitioning from crystal into rock. So I guess I described it incorrectly a little bit.
So, are the chains angled upwards as they go in, meaning it kind of looks like the chains are holding the crystal down, or are they more holding it afloat?
All right, roll me an investigation check. Because I like this question.
Boom.
So you go and look at it with that mind scope, and then you look at where the crystal is in the middle, and it doesn't really match up to what you described, either one of those. And then you look to where it's kind of attached down here, and it actually looks like there's tension being applied in this part of the chain, where it anchors down into the outer ground.
It's tightest at the extents.
At the anchor points extent, yeah, the outermost extensions. I'm gonna try and draw a little sideways view for you guys,
Interesting.
if that can help.
Yeah, 3D space, baby.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, love it. I mean, how close am I to my party members as we're falling?
5 feet or so, within reaching distance.
5 feet or so. Okay. What about my spider boy? My force
Yes.
spider boy.
Same.
He's very good. So as we're falling, I'm just gonna say something to the effect of, been here before, a little rudimentary, very similar to those floating beds in Feral Dune. And what you guys will see is me sort of grabbing the spider boy, the force guy, and aiming him downward. With the intention, as we get close to the ground, to have him shoot his force ballista in an attempt to slow our acceleration and reduce impact. That is my intent.
Okay, does this kind of make sense?
Yes, it does. And are we falling right over the top of where this crystal is?
You
Like,
are
could we slide
falling. The
down
bottom
side of
right
this thing?
here is where you guys are actually. You were about here, so right here is
Oh,
where you guys spit
into-
out. You're
into
still
the
really
water?
high up, though. You're really high up. You're really, really high up still. You're like 200 feet or so up.
Oh boy.
You all got
right.
time to figure out what is happening.
Then you know what? I'm gonna try to use the force ballista guy to not brace my fall, but instead to sort of like use it like a space shuttle thruster and push myself due northeast or northwest over where like the chain is, to try to like land on the chain and have that break my fall.
Just remember, you did see like kind of like purple sparks coming down it a little bit, at least up here at this part. Just so you know,
Up here, sorry, what part?
where it was connected.
Interesting.
All right,
Well, as long
Merrick's gonna put a hand on Torik's shoulder and say, "Hang on there. We're gonna need that in a second. Milo, get out your wolf pelt."
Okay. Pulls it out.
All right, everybody sit on the wolf pelt.
Just letting you know, you
Okay.
guys will have, we'll say 2 rounds. That's generous. 1 round.
If everyone can get on the wolf pelt, then I only need 1 round.
All right.
I don't know how big it is.
I get on the wolf belt.
We can both put our butts on. We can all put our butts on it.
We've previously described how
You've seen a
both
whole
of you
wolf?
have gotten on Philo. So, ergo, if both of you can get on Philo and Philo can get on the rug or the bear pelt, we'll be good to go.
Now we do still
The
have.
question is Tavi
Tavi.
and
I mean, me and Tavi can definitely sit on a bear rug together, and they'll just be on our shoulders, which is they're nothing.
Yeah, it's a
compared to our
dire wolf
size.
pelt, right?
Like it's a wolf pelt, not a coyote pelt.
Let's see, fucking facts.
Okie dokie then.
A whole new world.
And then he starts mumbling some magical gibberish for some showmanship. He's like, and abracadabra, zippity zap, away we go, and I guess that's that. And he taps his staff down and casts levitate on the wolf pelt.
I like that. And you're just
essentially
like,
turn it into a magic carpet
oh man, that's beautiful.
with a rocket engine. Apparently, I forgot about Torik.
Dude,
Yeah,
hell
right.
yeah. It's literally a whole new world.
I love how like you can think of all
Oh my
this shit.
God.
My thoughts as a barbarian are like, I could brace myself.
Yeah, I was like, let me just fall into the electrified magical chain and bounce off of it. It'll be
My only
fine.
thought is my only thought for at least me surviving and not helping you guys was like right before I landed, use Misty Step with my ring. It's like-
Oh, there you go.
I'll be honest. That's what Tavi was gonna do. Tavi was just gonna just Misty Step once he got like he was just gonna like turn into mist and just like poof down into it and then reform and be cool.
See, that
So
was my-
yeah, like that. I was like, listen, you guys got magic. Figure it out. I don't care. And if you don't, well, Philo's got a
I've
high
got
constitution
high constitution, dude.
and resistance to bludgeoning damage. Oh,
You know what Torque doesn't have?
either of that. Well, you got that strength, so just yeah, you could have just man grabbed it.
Oh, there you go.
All
right.
So, Merrick, as you go to channel your magic to cast this spell, can you roll me a d20, please?
Oh shit. Oh, damn, Craig. I'm not usually nervous about rolls, like legit, but that fucking makes me nervous. God
Ooh,
damn it.
a 3. Oof.
Oh, fuck.
So this is what's going to happen. You are going to cast Levitate with. Can you put the? Is there a spell description for it?
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and just give me that, por favor.
I gotta.
Levitate. I got it. All right.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah. Okay.
Holy, faster than I am.
20 feet in either direction on your turn. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is what's going to happen. You're going to cast Levitate. How far down do you think you were? It took you guys probably, what, like a second or two to get on this? So you felt probably a good 50, 60 feet, right? At least? Before you coordinate that? You have 200. Oh.
Yeah, I'd say about.
Yeah, maybe you're like 100 down total
I'd
from
say
the hole.
I'd say 150 feet would go real fast.
Well, I was thinking maybe 50 feet since where I put you, because I put you 50 feet down already, like spit out of the tube, you know? So
Okay.
we'll say like 100 total, right?
We had to coordinate a little bit.
Yeah, it took you guys like a second
move
to get your
around.
bearings. Yeah, so you did that. You hopped on this. You channeled the spell for Levitate, and it felt like a fucking bomb went off to you. As you channeled more magic through you than you have ever been able to channel before. And you guys,
Like a good bomb, like I'm supercharged.
like this room is a conduit for Fey energy, and you tapping into and using it, you were wholly unprepared for the amount of residual energy that was like magic that was in the air. And you are
Yeah, so
going
it's like-
to not just stop moving, but you're going to start accelerating upwards very sharply. Can everybody roll a strength saving throw for me? As you go to hold on for dear life. As you are shooting upwards just about as fast as you were shooting downwards a moment ago.
Oh, this is like how Gwen Stacy died in Spider-Man.
Yeah. Snapped their neck.
Oh no, it's
Easy.
no good, man.
Philo's like, this is a fun ride.
And don't remind me.
Oh.
Did we all see the new Spider-Man?
Nah,
Hey,
I don't
hey,
care
hey,
though.
hey,
Alright.
Philo,
Same.
Philo, keep
He got his redemption.
practicing, and one day you can roll strength saves as good as me.
Taking my belt.
Oh, good luck. You got to wrestle for it.
Love it.
Shit.
But yes, I saw the new Spider-Man.
He got his redemption. Oh,
He did.
Right. Let me roll for.
Bummer about all good, but you know.
I mean, if they both roll that high, they got extra hands to grab me, right?
I love the
Oh,
part
no,
where
this is
Garrett
gonna
rolls
be
bad
fun.
and then tries to convince Craig that there's definitely rationale for him to do
Oh,
better.
there's definitely. Well,
It's my
you know,
favorite move.
here's the thing. Like, Tavi
I
didn't
mean,
roll too great.
he's already
either.
holding on to me.
Yeah, so this is what's going to happen.
Really, I should be in the middle of the carpet. How would I possibly fall off?
Force times acceleration times you have weak grip and you weren't expecting it. as you and Tavi both roll off the side of the carpet as it rockets upwards. You guys stopped falling, like it stopped your acceleration downward, but you are going to shortly begin to start falling soon as that carpet shot back up 100 feet.
But it just accelerates magic in here, so why would levitate?
It's about to stop accelerating.
It did stop.
If
It
my
just
concentration's
Because
broken.
it would stop, right?
so.
It's gonna stop floating. Like
Here's the thing. So you guys are falling downwards, right? You're accelerating at 9.8 meters per second down, roughly about 10 meters per second. In order for
Love it.
you to stop that acceleration downward and to begin levitating, the carpet or pelt has to apply a greater force in the opposite direction, so greater than 10, in order to begin to slow you down. In this case, he was trying to do that magic. Precisely, he would have done it nice and easily. You would have smooth stopped. Hadak, cool. That is not what happened. Instead, it put about 5 times the amount of energy that he normally would put into the spell into this. The maximum movement that this spell can go is 20 feet a turn, so it's going to shoot you 100 feet up and stop.
Brutal.
That is your lesson for physics tonight. I will be office hours.
Yeah, but
will
isn't
be...
levitating not technically having forward up pressure? It's removing the down pressure, so there's no pressure. So
You
then
know what's
you
great
can do
about
it.
that, Ryan? You know what's great? They're mathematically the same thing.
I don't know.
Mathematically the same thing, baby. But yes, you would think that in theory, but guess what? It just proved right here what happens. Which one was correct? Yeah.
True. Fuck. It's your
Yep.
I'm just living in it.
Yeah, that's it, bro. So
we went way up, and now we're falling.
well, no, you guys are okay. You two are fine on the carpet, up levitating above. Both of you are not moving at all. All 4 of you are not moving right now. Very, very, very shortly, both Tavi and Merrick will begin to fall.
so will they, because my concentration was broken.
Nah, it didn't break.
Well, as soon as I begin to fall, they'll start falling as I save myself.
There you go. You're gonna just, yeah. Yes, if you would like to. They are not falling yet because you have not broken concentration yet.
All right, fair.
But hey, you bought yourself another turn. Or do you guys want to do something?
Can I? So the way you're describing it, it sounds like there's uplift.
There was, yes.
So, can we try to control the carpet to give less spread and pretty much aim it down to basically stop that uplift because there's less area, and then try to flatten out as we go down to stay with him in his concentration, right?
Roll me an Arcana check.
Well, that's true. They're out of range if they went 100 feet up. Their range is only 60 feet.
Yeah, Philo, that's exactly what's happening right now.
The only thought I got, I still got Misty stuff, you know.
Nah. It's not wind. It's not wind. You know it's not wind.
Well, I know it's not wind, but that doesn't mean wind is not the only factor of
Absolutely.
the magic. I mean, magic alone is uplift. It doesn't mean it's wind.
True. Solar wind. So you want to
You're
just
saying that
you just want to try and manhandle it in a direction is what you want to do?
Yes.
Honestly, fuck it. Roll me a strength check.
That's a
No,
save.
that's a save. Yeah, no, you didn't. Sorry, you weren't strong enough.
Could I assist?
Fuck yeah, you can.
I'm
Strong
definitely
voice.
I'm definitely the strength that is needed here.
Oh yeah, but yeah, no, fuck it.
Yeah. Yo, so this is what happens. You both are like each grab a corner and like try to like wrangle it, and it literally feels like a fucking bull, like it's pulling back at the reins of this fucking carpet, and it's saying, "Nah, fuck you, motherfucker," and it's going up, like it's fighting back against you, and you guys are losing this magic bull. All right, I like that. That was funny. That made me giggle.
God damn it.
Okay, I think I can save everybody but
Well,
Tommy.
do you see the do you see the last line of levitate though? When the spell ends, the target floats gently to the ground as if it is still afloat.
That's true.
So you guys rocketed upwards out of the spell's range, and now you guys are drifting down slowly, gently.
Yeah, but
on.
I tried to do that still because I rolled an 8 Arcana.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
Don't
yeah.
don't know that that's how that spell works.
Yeah. I mean, now like, if you we'll resolve this in a moment once we figure out what these other two chucklefucks are doing. Or I guess just the one chucklefuck, and Tavi will figure his life out. Merrick, my friend,
All right.
you're tumbling, you're spinning a little.
Can I get
An amen.
liberal with your physics?
Sell it to me, baby.
All right. So you said that we saw sparks coming off of the things, right?
Sure, I sure
All
did.
right.
That is
Like
correct.
electrical sparks
Um,
or like
Ma-
fire sparks.
probably more magical is what you would guess.
Okay. Do these magical sparks, like, if it's electricity, then present, magic present, then there would be like a magnetic field generated
Okay.
by flowing electricity.
Okay. All right.
And as a magical being, I want to attune myself so that I am attracted and then thus pulled into the stone. Right?
You would like to establish that because you
I
are a
want to become
conduit
a
for
magnet.
magic, that
Yeah.
you
Can be
are
a magnet.
like conductive via arcane energy and
Well,
would be
only-
pulled towards
Only
this.
in this room where magic is so crazy. And I'm Fae, so I can be like, alright.
Just, are you sure that you want to be forcefully attracted to the crystal? In the
I
center
came
of
up with
room?
the idea and I fell in love with it. I'm so on board with this. I want to be a magical magnet.
Oh boy.
My dude, I cannot.
Ah, bummer.
I know, like, but no. I'm sorry. That's not how any of this works.
Nobody knows how any of this works.
I know how this works.
Actually, there's one
I
person-
know
there's
I know
one-
explicitly
he's the one
how all of this works. I have it all written down in my book of how this works. Very explicit.
You missed a footnote in the spine that says magical magnetism exists.
Well, fine. How about this? Instead, can you roll me a perception check?
Yes. I'm very perceptive.
You are quite perceptive. You notice as you spin off of the wolf pelt and you're tumbling around in the air for a moment, you see there
Like
are
a compass arrow pointing north.
you actually do see a bunch of other like the tumbling allows you to get different angles a little bit of vision, and you do see about 20 or so figures falling in the other areas of this area you're in. They're falling down towards just basically on the opposite corners of you guys are in.
What's the closest figure to me.
Mm, good
Like,
270 feet away. 200 feet away. Yeah, I'd say it's about 210, 220.
uh, do all right. I'm good, but I have to wait until I get with like 20 feet from the ground ish.
All right, what are you going to try and teleport to?
The rock.
The rock with the chain on it is what you're going to try and teleport to?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. I'll let you air glide yourself over that way gently. Coolly, probably.
Cool. Yeah, I
Hella
just
coolly.
read it. I'm just reading a book.
Yeah.
Magic
You're
book.
you're flying on the magic book. You're like holding it above you as like a fucking Legend of Zelda glider.
Uh, if we're resolving Merrick, like getting to the ground, then when he gets close, he gently pricks his finger with a dagger, I guess, um, and uses Misty Escape teleport in response to harm.
Oh, nice. I mean, you could just assault yourself. It didn't say it has to be like damage, right? You could like physically harm yourself or like mentally harm yourself.
Oh yeah, but Merrick's a very self-assured person.
Yeah, he's a
He
fucking
sees no
iron
flaws. He sees
iron
no
barrier.
flaws.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would I critique?
Mm. How impenetrable you are to get you can't even get the spell off. What an idiot I am. There you
So
go.
powerful, even I can't hold on.
uh, Could God make something so powerful even he can't destroy it? Absolutely.
Yeah, it's fucking sweet.
All right, cool. So that's what you're going to do. Tavi is going to. This isn't his first time falling off of high things. He's fallen off of a great beast before, you know? Skydived.
Oh, so he's not very good at riding it.
I mean, he did say some insulting things one time and got yeehawed off. Or twice. But, you know. First time was an accident. The second time was on purpose for fun. Yeah, he's going to Misty Step to a nearby platform. Which one is he going to go to? Probably going to go to this one down here. So that leaves Philo and Torek. What are you guys doing? As you begin to float down gently.
I'm just checking out the scenery.
What are you looking for?
Does it look like okay? So there were sparks coming out of the chains. Is there, as I'm above looking at this, does it look like there's any kind of pattern to those sparks? Like, is it happening to all three of them at once? Is it happening to one at a time?
Roll me an investigation check. I can actually see there seems to be some sort of there's like when you stare into the crystal, it's like kind of a swirly underneath the surface. Like, have you ever seen those? They're like filled with water and they have like the different like colored glitter inside of it, so you can like It looks kind of like that. It's like kind of milky almost.
Like the
Um,
glitter lava lamps.
Kinda, yeah. It's like it's right there on the surface. It's like immediately like glittery. It's not really like translucent. But then you can like every now and then you can see like a lighter kind of blue color in there, and then whenever you see like the lighter blue color, it that like immediately disappears, and there's like a darker purple, and then the sparks like come out near where you saw that.
They come out on the specific chain that's closest to.
Yep. You actually noticed they like with a 13. I'll give you this. They ripple across the surface a little bit, and then like travel down the nearest chain. Like you like see them down the top part of the chain and then disappear into it.
Gotcha. So maybe Philo doesn't understand this yet because she's a tree chopper, but like me thinking this is probably like a grounding.
Would you say sounding or grounding?
Grounding.
Yeah. Cool. Torek, what are you doing? So first of all, is your spider boy just like
I feel like I was holding on to him when I was falling.
all right? I like that.
And yeah, I think I try to float my way over to this little patch of something.
Well, both of you have
And-
to. Are both of you going there? Because you're both on the floaty carpet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that Philo would go with me. Gotcha. And then when I arrive, looking in the area, I'm just gonna pull out my light crossbow and use arcane weapon on it.
Cool. Torek and Philo, what are you guys' passive perceptions?
Mine is 14.
Cool.
My passive perception is 15.
Cool. You saw, like I said, about about 20 or so figures, on the way down. By this because when you were up in the air for an extended period of time, so you guys saw a bunch of them land. I will reveal a few of the ones that you saw land, but you did not see where all of them are. So go ahead and swap a few in.
Ninja frogs.
Greninjas. Oh shit.
And you also see quite large figure that landed right over here.
Craig, I have
That boy.
like a general game question,
Yeah.
like world question.
Yeah, I am accepting donations, but yes. Continue. What?
Like, so how I'm thinking of this, like, out of character as, like, that's a grounding mechanic. Like, how, like, electricity and stuff like that, how relevant in this world is that? Like, is that a common thing that, like, almost any village would understand and have access to?
The only experience that Philo has with electricity is lightning. And I guess there is common knowledge that like something like a lightning rod exists, you know?
Okay.
So that's about the extent of that. So the concept, sure. Practical electricity? Nah, probably not.
Greg, I imbued my my crossbow with acidic damage.
Oh, cool. What does that look like when you do that?
What I'm doing is using my woodcarver's tools to carve some runes into sort of the stock of the crossbow.
So have you like arcaned weapon this crossbow before?
I have arcane. No, I have not actually. I mean, in game, no, but like I guess in character, yes.
I'm just like trying to imagine like if so yeah, I love the idea of you carving it in. What happens when the hour's over? Does it like is it just like what I want to know what happens to that carving over the hour.
I think when the hour is done, the carving sort of like glows with like a hot arcane energy, and the sigils are burnt. So it's sort of like a gray ashy wood that has a bunch of burnt sigils all over it,
I love
and
that.
the ones that are just carved in are fresh.
I love that. Yeah. So like you're basically just every time you cast it, you like look for a fucking new spot to like cast it, like fucking put your inscription into it. Like
I think it takes me longer each time because I'm running out of room.
the way I'm imagining it, honestly, it's like an old person's password book or password sheet. It's like the
100%.
first time you change that password, man, it is a fucking just scribbled out everywhere. All right, love it. I just wanted the idea of that in my brain. It was good. Okay. So yeah, you guys are here.
I sort of like cock the crossbow and howl over to the two. Say, don't think that we're alone. Fuck, what is even a fucking range on a light crossbow?
Yes.
Are we in initiative order, or can I
Nah,
like
nah, nah.
investigate things?
We can do stuff. The thing is there's so much distance right now.
Because I do want to look at what you pointed out before, that blue light. I want to see if that's I want to kind of keep track of that to see if it's happening in a more random way or if there's like a time interval
Okay.
that I start to see that in.
All right. It's relatively so I know Philo wouldn't know this, but Ryan knows this. It's in like a lava lamp kind of pattern, if that makes sense.
Random? I don't know. I guess I don't know that.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Yeah, okay.
Yes, that's how I want you to feel about it. Tavi Lancey's like, hey, why you guys so far away? Dad. Oh yeah, I went. You guys could definitely tell these platforms are like float. The one that Merrick is on is not a float though. That's very solid. And Merrick, you said you were investigating something?
Yeah, just first a general question: is this dome over this rock signifying like a shield or something, or like a barrier, or like
That is the rock ceiling.
way up high?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. You guys are in like this big fucking cave. The light is just coming, radiating off of the crystal in the middle.
All right. Does the chains appear to have a magical interaction with the crystal? Whereas if I break the chain, something, it's like magically healing it or something.
You would have no way of knowing that without doing it.
Was the chain magical? Is it a magical chain, or is there chain with magic around it?
How are you trying to discern that? How is Merrick trying to discern that? And then I will tell you how to roll.
I guess by everyone knows
Mm-hmm.
magical chains
Well, that's such a good
have a
start.
unique scent.
Everyone
Everybody
knows.
knows, of course.
Well,
Uh-huh.
if you know, you know.
If you're in the know, you know. If you're in the know, everybody knows. But you know,
So Merrick is going to sniff the chain
sniff the chain.
and see if it smells like the chain is magical or if the magic is just in the air around the chain.
But of
All right.
course,
Hell
I mean,
yeah,
tell a convincing enough story that you've had experience with the magical chain before.
bro. This is all I want is you to just make shit
No
up
way.
in
Because
my
if I can
world
smell
for me.
magic, then that's a superpower.
Or not, or it's just
Or it's very
it's not a
easy.
superpower like you just described. Maybe it's just a thing that
It's
is
specific to magical chains. It doesn't mean you just always smell magic.
a Solomon
magical sniff.
Lilliner like a superpower, like someone that could just sniff one and be like, oh, this is for the sense of cigar.
No, but being that pretentious is.
Yeah, so like that's yeah, exactly. So like it's a learned skill. The pretentiousness is not. But the sniffing of wine is a learned skill. So like anyone can learn to sniff
I
magic.
think
Roll me an Arcana check.
Merrick
What?
has a unique taste. He likes stinky magic.
you're an arcane sommelier.
He is.
He's not a sommelier, but
Yeah.
like, and he's in
He
his
doesn't
own
do it.
time.
He doesn't
like,
do
at
it for
home.
money. That's the only reason
Can I
he's not
say
officially a
something? Can I
sommelier.
say something in character before you do this?
Yeah,
Sure. Yeah, for sure.
of course.
Guys, can you hear me?
We're right
No.
here.
Well,
Yeah.
Tavi's really far away.
Yeah. I mean, Tavi is 70 feet. So like, yeah, there you go.
The sparks we saw, it looks like they're coming from a blue light from inside the crystal. And it's reminding me of in our town we have a rod because we have a lot of storms by the sea that stops lightning from hitting our structures. It looks like the chains are there to dissipate the energy that this crystal is forming.
How often do these storms happen?
But is the chain magical or is there
I don't know
just magic around?
Is there like
how
a
many
storm?
times
Is
a year
there
does-
is there a
I'm
stormy
thinking
season?
like Florida. Yeah, like Florida.
Stormy season. Okay,
Storm
cool.
season.
Oh,
stormy
it's
season.
just like did you just tell me
It's not
in canon? Hold on, wait. In canon, did you just tell me Philo is a Florida girl?
Yeah, I'm down.
All right, love it.
Love it.
Okay, all right.
What you say?
So Philo's from Florida. That makes perfect sense. Lots of hurricane season. Okay, good. Just thank you for that. Good to know. Philo's one of the good ones. One of the ones that got out. All right. Went to school. What really far north and east, didn't she?
Real.
Okay. So now, Merrick, you said you enjoy the stinkier magics, right?
Yeah, like pungent.
Like
you know
cheese
that-
pungent or like sour
that-
pungent.
You know that ass flower or whatever?
I do
Or
remember
that-
the ass flower. Yes.
A Duran or something.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
The
Just
dream.
He's like,
uh,
he weirdly just like loves how just nasty it smells and like loves like the fact that he can like sniff it and be like, hey, smell this. And then other people like puke.
so now this might be a personal question. Is Merrick high on his own supply?
I think he prefers to like let his magic like stew so that it gets a nice aromatic finish.
Yeah, it's got to it's got to mature.
Yeah,
It develops. That's what it is. All right. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, give it let's give it a big old whiff, please, with an Arcana check.
Oh baby.
Oh.
The-
Oh, this is such Oh God, the stink. Oh, Merrick, the stink. Oh man, it's almost. You know, you know how like I'm sure we all know how like after you sweat in a sock all day, how it can just really like it's like almost like a sharp kind of stink.
Yeah.
And then it goes a little bit further, and there's that little bit you left it
It's like
for
an
2 days,
it's an
and
after stink.
it's like a little sour after stink. And oh
Gross.
yeah, gross. This is nasty magic, nasty magic. Chain.
So the chain is magical.
Absolute. Oh, and
My socks
Ugh.
smell like fresh cut spring flowers with a hint of lemon.
I bet they do. I bet they do. These do not smell like that. These smell like rugby sock
Okay.
from last week.
I want to try something.
Yeah, all right. You definitely need like to waft your nose though for a second.
Oh, he's basking in it.
Yeah. Can
Dancing. He does a little pirouette. Ah,
everyone roll me a perception check real quick, please?
stink of good magic. Perception.
Yeah, please, just real quick.
I synced it.
Yeah, no, you
I synced
you
it.
synced it with your nose.
Perception?
Yeah, please. Yeah, nope.
You
Yeah, I
know
didn't see it.
what?
Torek, question for you.
Yes.
Torek grew up near the water, obviously.
That's right.
Is Torek a fisher?
Yeah, actually, that's what Torque did with his spare time as a
Oh,
hobby.
He's
all
an
right.
old man. Of course he fishes.
Exactly. So like you would recognize like if you're on like still water and like a fish like jumped or something, you know, like the wave that makes.
Yeah. I would understand some chops and
You'd-
some.
Yeah, you know, everybody landed a couple minutes ago, like not a couple minutes ago, but like a few seconds ago. So like obviously those chops are all coming around where they landed. But you didn't see what caused the noise, and you saw the after effects in the water, but something definitely, some sort of water aquatic thing broke the surface and then went back under over in this area.
Gotcha. Okay.
Nobody else saw it. You
Okay.
also get the impression that these guys did not see it because they did not react.
Interesting. I just look over to Philo and just say to her, I'd be wary of the water if I were you, and let's see if we can't knock a couple of these fellas in there. Might be able to use these frogs as bait, if you know what I mean.
I do, and if well, I don't think we need to get off these. And Philo's going to there's nothing on this little island, right?
I mean, you're on it, right?
I mean, there's no like Philo's gonna start using her axe as a paddle.
Oh, I like that.
Oh wait, these things can move?
I did say they were floating.
Oh, good fucking deal.
Which way?
I didn't think this far yet.
All right. While you're thinking, can I see these guys?
It just spins it a little bit. What?
So I just was testing if it worked after I
Yeah.
said something.
Yeah, yes, Merrick. You can see the people I have listed on the map. Everybody shall be able to see them.
Okay. I want to see if I can reroute the energy from the chain and like shoot it out as like a energy beam. by using myself as a conduit.
Trying to do that thing from Avatar: Last Airbender where Zuko redirects the lightning.
Yeah. So I want to grab onto the chain and see if I can shoot the lightning out.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Crazy how much I've watched that show, and I just vividly watched that part in my head.
Roll me a what would this be? What would this be?
Would it be?
Constitution, I don't think, is the right saving throw for this. You know what? How about this way? Roll me an intelligence saving throw.
Charisma, right?
Now, intelligence. We're doing it this way.
Saving throw.
Yeah,
Sure, it's not charisma.
I am positive.
Yeah.
Yeah, so your brain, second too late, was like, wait, don't touch that. As your body goes to grab it, you feel very unwell as the magic energy is conducted through you. But your muscles are so tense right now, you cannot move nor do nothing. And let's roll a little bit of damage onto you, as you're going to get magically electrocuted. All right, can you take 13 points of damage for me, please? And then roll me a D10.
Roll me D10. You said.
Yes, please, sir. 3. So you are going to get rocketed back, good old 3 feet, as your feet are going to. This platform is about 10 feet or so, so you're pretty much. I don't think you fell off of it. You basically fell off on it. You landed on your butt, and you're still on the platform. Near close to the edge, but you did not fall off and did not fall in. And your hand fucking hurts and has a scorch mark on it.
Ooh, so close. It just needed one more try. Or how's Brokeback Mountain going over there, guys?
I think
So-
Torque, if we're gonna figure anything out here, I think we need to deal with the problem we have over here. We're not the only ones down here, and that's gonna be a flaw in anything we try to do.
I say we get to that crystal and let them come to us. Get a little bit more room to operate. What do you think?
Craig, there is basically land there is a big, like, platform we can stand on that's still outside of the main barrier of the crystal up there, right?
No. There's no. The crystal is basically like a cliff going up.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, these black things here are the chains. These are the chains.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
sorry. These are the chain. But yeah, that's how far it's like jutting straight up.
So you want to stay on the island we're on, but just go towards the crystal?
I mean, gotcha. Maybe not then. We at least need to get close enough to be able to hit these guys. Easily got to be 250 away, and we're gonna have to be a lot closer if I'm gonna be able to strike them.
We can get there. I can get you there. We've faced these guys before, and at getting there, I think they might have a few shots, but I can take it. Just stand behind me.
Sounds good. And I go to the back of this little platform that we're on, and put the little force spider boy in the water, and say, "Use that there big axe like a rudder. Let me do some of the work." And I'm gonna use the force ballista guy as sort of um, like a propulsion
Oh,
source,
that's cool.
and let Philo just use the axe as a rudder.
But let's pick up Tavi on the way. We could use his help.
Yeah, please.
Nah, Tavi's coming with me. I got plans for Tavi and myself. You two go scoot over yonder.
All right, all right. Fair enough. You keep going. We'll clean up the surroundings.
So I don't know if you guys saw what I wrote in chat there.
Yeah, there's purple light coming from the big guy to the north.
Yeah, it almost
There's
looks
a
like he's
What's a
starting
big? Who's the big guy?
the guy that doesn't look like the other is this one.
Okay.
I can't
So he's
remember.
got a light coming from big
Looks-
guy.
Yeah, it looks like just you guys would probably know. It looks like he's charging some sort of spell.
Well, you see that, Torg? I don't know much about the Arcana. You think we should try to take him out first?
I think that's exactly what we ought to do, because if he ain't firing at us, he's going to cast that on something else, and I am sure that we should interrupt him if he's going to. Whatever he's up to probably ain't nothing good.
Can you guys roll me dexterity saving throws with advantage, please? As a beam comes shooting at you. Oh yeah.
I don't know why I did that.
Nice.
It's fine. You've got 19 real times. Yeah, you guys see it coming a mile away. A beam gets launched towards you. You guys easily duck out of the way. It
Oh, so
flies.
that's all he does, and he has a giant light shining out of his head, and then whenever he does it.
Yeah, he charged it and shot it. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't know. Philo might remember this. I don't know. Philo pays attention to what people say, right? I know. I know Merrick.
What
doesn't.
people say, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. You know that it has been in the past. Well, you guys have been traveling around here. It is known that these frog people, the amphibians, typically don't have access to magic.
Yep, I do remember that. I like the little animation. You just like it made no sense to the way you described the spell, but I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's all I got. So at $9.99 a month to roll 20 gets you that and these really high, big, giant maps.
All right, Torque. So, you know what? I think that's the guy we need to take out first.
Yeah, agree. And you know what? We ought to do ourselves a little serpentine maneuver. I say we take our time getting to him, but do a little zigzag if that guy's going to keep shooting at us.
I agree. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna head towards the big guy and the three on the island.
Cool. Merrick, what are you doing? What you fell on your tuchus?
Oh, can I prep an action for combat? Sorry.
Yeah, we're not there yet, but yeah, we can.
Actually, no, I don't think it.
I really want to try and do this outside of
Like if we got
initiative.
on that, if we got on that,
If you
island
get
and
on the
somebody
island,
else had-
you will do initiative on the island. Like if you guys are all getting on the same thing, if that makes sense. But like, bro, everyone's so far apart. I imagine this going like just differently than initiative order, if that makes sense.
Okay, basically my idea, like just to like throw it out there and you do it however you want, is obviously I take if I'm getting in a situation where I'm about to get attacked by these four people, I will want to go into a rage before that happens.
Okay, understood. Rage if surrounded.
Do I count as small or am I still medium?
You're still medium.
Okay.
The only small I think is like a fairy or pixie or whatever they're called.
Okay. So even Toric is medium.
Yeah, I'm like 90% sure.
It really would tell
Nope,
you that.
your size is small. Just kidding.
Okay.
Yep, you're small. As is Toric. You guys are both small.
Sorry. Ooh, well, never mind. You can't come with me, Tavi, and I don't know if you'd really want to. Uh, Merrick, kind of like, as much as he knows that they don't like influence anything, this is when Merrick's like, all right, at any time that you were gonna like not let me die instantly from some stupid thing I'm about to do, let it be right now. And he flips to a page and his book opens up into a giant version of itself and closes in on him dramatically. Shut. As he uses Dimension Door to teleport to the pinnacle of the crystal.
What is your goal with this?
I assume that Merrick touching the crystal does something.
Um,
That's where I'm coming from. I'm like,
you're like, all right, touching the chain fucked me up, so going up and touching that, it's probably better, right?
well, the chains are
What do you
making touching that safe.
what do you want to happen here? I'm just curious. What if you like? What is your best case scenario? You teleporting up there?
Uh, he interacts with the crystal, and the swirly magic is calmed, and the lightning ceases, and the crystal floats from the ground. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't.
Can't you communicate with fucking Masag,
I'm just trying to figure out what you expect to happen.
Wait, I just have a really quick question outside of character. Can't you communicate with like Lasag, fucking what's her name, and maybe even this guy that a reporter? I just want to know, like, can you describe the scene and maybe like see if they have an idea on what we should do?
I cannot.
I thought you could communicate with them.
I can't reach out to them.
This isn't a cleric situation. Vasag and Lutera never gave Merrick their number. They're like, here's a bunch of drugs, sell it, we'll be back.
Yeah. They're like, we call you. You don't call us.
Exactly. Yeah. We have somebody come to you.
Bitches.
They've never yelled at me for doing something dumb, and that's what Merrick likes. I have Unbound. They're not micromanagers. They kind of let me go buck wild, do whatever.
Well, because here's what's going to happen. Like, if I'm
All
just
right, I
like,
will
yeah,
concede
no,
that was dumb. I will concede that doesn't make sense contextually. Given
yeah,
what
because like,
has
what do you want
happened.
me? Because you're just gonna be upset when I'm like, okay, yeah, you're
'Cause
up on
I'm
top
just
of the rock.
confused,
Like,
like,
what do you
in
want? Like,
I feel like in character, there's no way I would ever figure out some of the thoughts I'm having. But like, it's like outside of character, I'm like, these chains are these chains here fucking restrict? Is this power that's like these chains are holding back good, and that's the reason this world is turning the way it is because these powers are being held back?
I think there's
I
only one way
mean,
to figure that out,
Just fucking
So-
destroy these chains. But
and I'm
that,
like,
so
I
down
guess
for that.
that was my
Yes,
next.
I'm down.
It was either like get to the crystal and without like before the frogs do, or destroy the chains. Like I wasn't sure what our goal was, and the chains hurt me, so I was like,
but you didn't. Then you just touched them again.
and to be fair, I did try to describe the chains to you in as an offensive manner as I possibly could to your smell. So like, I tried to warn you that
I'm
they were
not-
danger.
oh,
I'm not the smelly guy. I know. We're still headed towards these motherfuckers, by the way.
Did you leave Tavi or what? I thought you said something about scooping Tavi
Merrick
up.
said he Merrick said he needed Tavi.
all right, well,
Oh right, yeah. That never mind.
all of I want to do something else.
Yes, sir. What
And
would you like
I
to
can't
do?
take I can't take Tavi in a dimension.
We did lose Zeke.
It's okay. He will come back, I'm sure. What did you want to do, Merrick? Yeah, Garrett, I'm sorry about shooting your ideas down, man, but like,
No, sometimes you got to. They can't all be.
yeah, and I'm just like,
It's a numbers game. You got to throw stuff at the wall and
you
see.
do, you know, and I love the smelly magic.
Yeah, see, that was a good one.
I eat that shit up, and then you're like, I want to be on top of the big danger rock, and I'm like,
Well,
okay,
to be fair,
fine,
it
I'm
was
pitching.
Danger Kane. I don't know that the rock is danger.
You're right, true. You know, that you make a very good point.
But if you're going to go out of your way to ask me what my goal is, I'm going to concede that I didn't really have one. I was just trying to move along.
Yeah, yep. I'm just trying to figure out: are you bored or do you have a plan? Because if you have a plan, like, all right, like, but if you're just bored, then like, come on, come on,
like,
Justin.
I didn't have an.
There's so many.
I don't know what our
thoughts.
objective is.
Like I get what you're saying at that part because like outside of character, I
Mm.
think I know what needs to be done, but I can't fucking think of how in character to relay that.
Mm.
Like
Mm.
I don't think my character would have any fucking reason to think what I just thought.
No.
No, to release this energy.
So in Philo's life, are chains
this-
typically a good thing?
Chains? I mean, yeah, they hold boats to docks.
All
they
right,
fucking do-
let's.
So Philo,
think I can-
yeah.
I think I can resolve
we
the
drag trees with them. They're
the in character thought issues. All right, how are the chains attached to the ground, and how recently? I guess. Well, I guess time is weird here, and it could be ancient and forever, but.
They are very large chains, very you know their magic. I did describe to Toric before that it looked like the highest tension was where you currently are, Merrick.
Right. Is there like
there doesn't
is
appear
it
to be any
embedded
rust or
into
anything.
the rock?
Yeah, fucking bones in the rock.
Oh, so it looks like a brand new chain.
Oh, it's like a pristine chain. You might say
Alright,
it's
can
magically
we-
clean.
Can we time out for a second here with this conversation, and can we go to a conversation with Torque and Philo? Sorry, we're not going to teleport on top of the rock. It's real quick. It's real quick. Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Torque, just from what I was seeing in energy, these chains don't look like they've been here for very long.
Yeah, no, I would agree. I would agree. What do you think? You think that these chains have something to
But the chains
do
themselves,
what's been happening in this world?
I do. That energy that's being held back must mean something. This is where the corruption is coming from. We know that the anchors in these different points of the world is where it's spreading. And the Amphians obviously want to stop us from being here. I think these chains, these anchors, are what holds everything together. And we need to get Eric off that rock because I don't have anything else. I want to destroy that. I want to destroy that chain.
I'm all for breaking it. You got me sold.
What else do we have right now? We're floating on an island and under the world, under the fairy world.
You all right
I'm
there,
gonna
Gary?
break that chain.
All right, I have a question.
Yes.
When I when I grabbed the chain and got zapped, what on a scale of like, I don't know, 0 to like 9 maybe, what like level of intensity was that magic?
So what would Merrick's 9 be like? Has Merrick?
Like altering the fabric of reality.
Okay, and then 0 is like poop magic, right?
Like making fart noises.
Yeah, toilet magic.
Cleaning toilets.
Um,
Making toilets smell good.
I
A lot.
would say
A lot of toilet magic.
it would be like. Let's give. I guess what's so tough is like altering the fabric of reality. Like that's such a logarithmic scale at the end, you know. So, oof.
That's true. It really gets kind of out there.
Yeah, like the first 6 levels of spells are like, okay, that's cool, blah 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 blah, and then you hit like 7, 8, 9, and you're like, oh yeah, I can make a planet. Oh yeah, I can destroy a planet, and oh yeah, I just make a universe, and that's it. Like, um, yeah, we'll give you like a good 3.5, 4. How's that?
Oh, yeah, cool.
It probably would kill a normal person.
Can we be heading towards the chain while this is going up?
Sure can, but you can be heading anywhere you want. It's free floating water.
Torque, you down?
Absolutely.
All right, cool. We're headed towards the chain.
All right, guys. Now that Philo has solved the great conundrum of what we're supposed to do down here, I think if we work together, I can dispel the magic running through the chain for just an instant, which gives everyone else a chance to blow their load on one link, and then hopefully that cracks the nut. How's that sound?
I like it. Teamwork.
Can you say below the load one more time?
Oh, yeah. Go blow yourself, Craig.
Thank you. I'm just gonna want to clip that for later.
Yeah, I can't wait.
So you guys all together?
Yeah, I think so.
You've noticed that the frog people have started to also. A few of them, like 1 or 2 of them, started paddling. A couple of them just jumped right in the water and started swimming.
Cool. I'd like to prepare an action.
Mm.
If any of them come within firing range, being 80 feet, I'm going to shoot them with my acidic crossbow.
Cool. Definitely.
And then I'm going to have my little force spider boy go over to where this chain is linked and just stand very, very, very close to it.
All right, so you guys are like paddled here. Like you paddled it and bumped right up against it.
Yep.
All right, Tavi did the same thing, but it took him twice as long.
This whole time, Tavi's just been trying to get over to where Merrick is.
Yeah, he just ended up like just turning around and shouting, and that made him go faster than like trying to paddle.
Oh, you know what? I got a better idea. I'm gonna. Here's what I think I want to do. So, Philo, when he grabs onto that there chain and pulls the magical energy out of it, you're gonna swing at where it's connected to this rock with that battle axe of yours, and I think this little boy here is gonna put a little boost on it. If this thing can manage to hold on to the shaft of your great axe while you're swinging, what he'll do is he'll go ahead and he'll fire off that force cannon as you're swinging, give you a little boost, sort of like pull a little Nas on the swing. You know what I mean?
Do you want him to boost my swing as I'm swinging at the chain?
Absolutely.
So you're making our rocket axe?
Absolutely.
That's dope.
That's what I would like to do.
Philo stretches out and she's all for it.
What do you think, Craig?
I am turned
Dude,
on.
I love this episode.
I am incredibly turned on by all of
This is
this.
so cool.
Great.
We're so good at this.
So that's
We're
the
so
plan.
Good at D&D.
That's the plan. Merrick is gonna temporarily channel the energy as to allow us to swing at it and try to break the chain.
That is not what I said.
You're going to be a conduit for all this magical energy, right?
No, that's not what I said. I said I will temporarily pause the magic.
Yeah, you're like a circuit breaker. Let's see if you flip.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Craig,
be...
is this power? Does the chain radiate a little bit of heat from the power that it has?
Are you tracking that by putting your hands close to it?
Yeah, just putting
I
my
did
hands
sniff
real close
it.
to it and seeing if it's heat.
Was it warm?
If it is radiating a little bit of heat.
Absolutely, it was warm. It's warm like smelly socks are warm.
Eric or Tavi, as we do this, do you have any type of spell that could cool this?
Let me look at my repertoire.
Okay.
Repertoire.
Well, let me explain exactly how
Yeah,
I intend to do this. I am going to use a spell called Dispel Magic.
Yeah,
which,
what I will
based
do.
on how strongly I was zapped, should easily give us the time we need to execute other things.
Okay, that's fine. And Tavi, you said you do have a spell that can cool it?
Yeah, no, well, not necessarily cool it, but make the person touching it not care so much that it's hot, if that makes sense. Yeah, a good old protection from energy.
Merrick, now that you mention it, I do also know how to cast Dispel Magic. Maybe we both cast it at the same time.
Oh, no. If you,
No.
if
You
have-
firepower. You overruled.
Oh, if you,
You
yeah,
got-
you have
kill.
Dispel Magic. Your spell
Dispel
slots are-
magic. Okay, I was seeing if Tavi had something that could also participate in this to cool it, because when metal's hot and you cool it
Well,
slowly,
this is
it
why I was
becomes
going to have
weaker.
Tavi do this. Help that out. That's how he can help.
Okay.
Craig, you're saying that I can't also dispel magic? Well,
Craig is saying that he loves Zeke's idea of souping us, like supercharging somebody else instead.
yeah, sure. That's
That-
just what the spider's doing. That's the spider's action.
Okay.
You allowed me
Right?
to play this
I-
character.
Okay.
That's just-
See, I thought you were like, hey, yo, like, in my imaginary brain, I was like, you fucking welded together like a rocket to the side of Philo's fucking battle axe.
Nah,
Oh, sure.
I was like
I mean,
the
yeah,
spider,
I'd love to
latched
do
on
that.
and transformed into a rocket
That
engine.
does
I
really
want
cool,
you
though.
to like spend the time. Like, I want you to somehow have to spend energy or some sort of resource to make that happen.
Okay. I guess
That's just really
I would like to disassemble one of my spider boys to sort of like attach it mechanically.
Yeah,
to the
you have to
axe.
like salvage like some parts from it in order to
Yeah.
actually make it stay on there successfully and do what you want it to do. Definitely. Okay, cool. I just wanted to like
Do you want me to like roll with my smith's tools or something?
no, I just want there to be a cost to this. That we're going to roll a bunch of dice and see if we succeed. I'm going to tell you what
Cool.
number. We're going to all see if it succeeds. If not, the resource will be expended, and we're going to try something else. If that makes sense.
Love it. Yep.
I just want
Sounds
there to
good.
be some sort of cost, like tangible.
Cool.
So
Don't worry, Torek. I'm pretty low on magic. I'm not. I'm only good for about 2/3 of our objective here. So you can do the next one.
Sounds good.
And then Tavi's going to cast protection from energy on Philo, right? Because
And
Philo's
Philo's also going to recklessly attack it.
yeah, because it's not going to attack you back, right?
Yeah.
Okay, can Philo, or not Philo, can Merrick and Torek, can you guys roll me d20s with advantage, please?
He said,
Not you yet. Not you yet. Okay, 19.
19.
All right.
17.
Okay,
Hell yeah, that's pretty good, G.
Philo. Attack.
Yeah, I was real bummed when I fell off my own levitating carpet.
Dude, fuck yeah.
It was
I think
kind of
it's
funny
alright,
though.
It was hilarious, but
It was kind of fucking funny.
I'm so upset.
Okay. All right.
I need to roll damage.
No. You did. It says
Oh,
14
it
right
did.
there. So this is how it's. Philo is like squaring up with her battle axe in her hand, with this rocket propulsion thing attached to it. It's like kind of like subtly like vibrating in your hand. You know, it's kind of like vibrating like a motor would in like a motorcycle. You know, it's kind of a little uneven, like
Like a chainsaw.
yeah, exactly. It's kind of rumbling. I would say it's closer to if you were trying to hold a weed whacker, like a sword. You know, that's how this would feel. And as you like go to crank it back, that's when Merrick casts his dispel magic, and you see like this nice pristine gleam of this chain. One portion of the links, because the links are about probably one of the links is the fucking size of Torek or Merrick and Torek. You see the sheen, the nice perfect sheen of it kind of like fade away, and you see this rusted kind of dull iron behind it. As you go to swing your axe forward, you can feel the jet engine take off on this thing, as you are, instead of you swinging the axe, now you are holding on and making sure the axe collides where you want it to. And
Love it.
this is going to hit the chain. It's going to stop for a second, and then the turbo booster's gonna kick in on the fucking rocket attached, and then it's going to depress in just a hair. You could feel it go in, and this whole ground platform that you guys are on is going to explode up and outward as the chain is ripped out in a way with explosive amount of energy.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what happens to things under tension.
Under a lot of tension, and you guys just super fucking snipped it. Okay, roll me please each of you. Give me a d12. Philo got 6. Merrick got 10. 8. Alright, so Philo's gonna rocket off this way. Torek is gonna go off this way. Tavi went this way. And where is Merrick? All right, you're out here. Cool, that's the direction you guys went flying off into the air. Philos, you still have your battle axe in your hand. You guys did nothing like went flying or anything besides you guys as the platform you were standing on exploded. And you guys are shot outward. And you see the chain fly up wildly into the air. And you can actually see it kind of like burns away like a fuse back down to the crystal. And then once it actually touches, like once the fuse hits the crystal, the room shakes violently for a second. And then it looks like the room is rotating a little bit. But then you guys realize it's not the room rotating so much as it's the water in the room is starting to swirl around.
Oh, hell nah.
Mm.
And we're going to end it there today.
In character, I hate it. Out of character, I love
it.
And then it's gonna move those
Because I feel like
amphibs away from
it's
it.
making sense that the water should be rotating to keep this power. I don't know if I'm allowed to use the word fucking world seed yet.
Dude, I think so. You know what I think
You know what I mean?
is
It makes sense for like a world seed to not be chained down and have this water moving around it to keep the power going. And
what if this is the recall, right? Here's my theory. If this is the recall, and this is a sort of portal between worlds, what happens to the water when the plug in a bathtub is pulled up? So this is blocking the path between worlds, and we're breaking the chains that hold it. Why wouldn't this whole pool start to drain and the water start to rotate? I feel like we should continue doing what we're doing, and we should break all the chains and see what happens, because that plays to Torek's chaotic nature. Not that my alignment's chaotic, but I'd like to break things and see what happens.
Oh, Beat's just grabbing the chain and getting zapped by it.
Love it.
Philo definitely agrees, because all Philo understands at this point is this is where the chaos is coming from. This energy isn't allowed to go anywhere. So it doesn't seem like this energy is causing the problem because it's not going anywhere. So what's the opposite of this energy going somewhere?
What if what is happening to the world is due to this magic not reaching it and being suppressed?
Exactly.
right? The lack of
Exactly.
this
That's what
magic
I'm
in the
thinking.
world.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. This grounding is stopping the balance, basically.
Right. Love
Merrick,
it.
don't teleport on top of the fucking crystal.
Yo, we just established the crystal's a good crystal, though. It's good magic.
Hey, I will give
Listen,
you
fire's good. We love fire. Fire helped the world a very lot. You don't want to fucking jump into it.
facts. That's such a good analogy. I will give you three, the players, not you three, the characters. One last little um, nugget, I guess, before we take off for the night. After that last chain, rocketed off and dissolved, how I kind of like described the crystal as like has like that milky kind of shimmeriness underneath of it.
Yeah, for some reason I don't like the word milky, but yes, keep going.
Yeah, for a brief moment, that milkiness there seemed to be like a clear path glimmer through it, and you saw the golden strands of hair before the milkiness covered it back up.
Say that again, but slower.
Milky, golden strands of hair.
Milky golden strands of hair.
No. Strike the milk. The crystal is milky. There was a clear, for but a moment, path through, and you saw some strands of golden hair flowing in it before the milkiness covered it back up again.
Huh?
Interesting.
Seriously?
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Greg.
you.
Great session.